Steve Boyle, Susan Gitlin-Thomas, and Dan Snell. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Josh Rosenthal. And now, live from the HP Pavilion in San Jose, California, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record, 8 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Baldwin, New York, Chris Weidman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler and a Muay Thai kickboxer. He holds a professional record, 12 wins, 2 losses. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Vallejo, California, Mark, the Filipino Wrecking Machine, Munoz. Mark.
All right, gentlemen, if you know over your instructions, I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves all times. Touch gloves, get back, let's do this.
So with the touch of the gloves, Kenny Florian Jones in for this matchup here. Mark Munoz and Chris Weidman. Perhaps the next middleweight contender to challenge Anderson Silva emerges in our main event here tonight in San Jose. We are underway. It's Munoz in the blue trunks. Chris Weidman from the center of the octagon wearing the gray with black trim.
Here we go, man. Chris Weidman. Looking to be the more technical guy out there. Munoz definitely wants to create a brawl out there. Trying to test who has the more power in his hands. And he's going to try to work to get on the inside. Weidman immediately goes for the high crotch and finishes with the double. Beautiful right in the side mount is Weidman. Not a good start for Mark Munoz. And that's what we were talking about, is how he mixes up his wrestling. Gets them to believe he's going to strike with them, changes levels, gets a takedown.
And Munoz tried to power out of it, and Weidman wasn't having it.
Beautiful control by Weidman. Here in the side mount. Munoz trying to get on the side of his hip here. Here's how to go, Mark. He's on all fours now. Can Weidman take advantage and get both hooks in?
Mark Munoz with twice as much octagon experience as Chris Weidman, but Weidman has taken on several challengers, many on short notice, and beaming with confidence as he gets his first taste of the UFC main event.
Nice knees from Weidman, and you have to respect that front headlock from Weidman, because he'll turn that into a guillotine choke or a darce. Very dangerous here. Munoz is going to have to watch the hand positioning of Chris Weidman here. This is where Weidman is most dangerous here. He can take your back or he can submit you from this position. What Munoz has going for him right here is wrist control and that fence.
Yeah, Weidman likes that front headlock. Going to it now.
There it is. He just went for that high elbow guillotine. He has it very, very tight. He has the guillotine. He may be able to tap Munoz out here. Munoz is in trouble. He bails on it, goes for some short elbows. Now working at Kimura is Weidman. He needs to get his knee up and over that head, see if he can finish it, maybe turn it to a straight arm bar. He may just do that. He's going to go for the Kimura here. Munoz has problems with that elbow in the past. Now working some short elbows. This fight has been all Weidman so far. Now Munoz trying to scramble to his knees. And Weidman right back into his danger position here. Munoz doing a good job of controlling that wrist, John. You can see him controlling that wrist, not allowing Weidman to get that guillotine or that front headlock for total control here, where he can go to his back. So Munoz trying to prevent that back take and trying to prevent that guillotine.
And it's rare to see Mark Munoz overpowered in any capacity. just speaks to the hype behind Chris Weidman and him living up to it here in the early portions of round one.
Well, he's got to be careful, John. He's being patient here. He's not trying to move too fast. He definitely has a lot of respect for that submission game of Weidman, as he should, from this position.
And with 5 rounds scheduled, this round is less significant, I guess, in terms of scoring points for Mark Munoz.
Well, right now, John, sorry to interrupt. Weidman's trying to go for that guillotine here. Munoz doing a good job of avoiding it, but Weidman jumping on that guillotine like a dog on a bone. He's really hunting that neck of Mark Munoz.
And Weidman also doing a nice job pacing himself, not going crazy, not being reckless.
Yes, Munoz doing a good job of avoiding that guillotine, but right now, Weidman working it from the mouth, and that's pretty tight, and he has the arm trap to Munoz, but he's out again. Weidman is not allowing Munoz to get up at all. Relentless with his positioning and with those attacks. This is why Weidman is so dangerous.
A slight bit of separation, and Weidman immediately closes the gap and just continues to outwork Mark Munoz.
Munoz is staying patient. He's doing a great job of countering these grappling attacks, but Weidman is dominating this round.
And how relaxed is Chris Weidman verbally communicating there with Matt Serra and Ray Longo in his corner.
Just hasn't allowed Munoz to get anything going this round.
So a great start for the New Yorker.
I'll piece up. Stick this way.
You see the of a future #1 contender. A lot of fight to go.
There it is again. Beautiful entry. And working right with that side mount. Weidman just winning every single scramble. And that's what I meant by how he mixes up his strikes into his wrestling. It's just very, very pretty to watch.
And always seems to be a step or two ahead of the opposition.
Exactly. I mean, it's a chess game out there with the grappling, and so far Weidman a few steps ahead, John. Now trying to work a setup into a Darce choke. He's trying to bring that head forward, trying to bait Munoz to try to get to his knees, and he does that. And Munoz escapes. Beautiful escape from Munoz.
And now we'll see what Mark Munoz can do with this opportunity, I guess I say. Just happy to be back on his feet.
Now Weidman has been doing great in this fight, but you cannot let Munoz get back into this fight with a big shot. Munoz very heavy-handed. Weidman's going to have to keep him on the outside. He's got to be all the way out or all the way in on a leg on Munoz. Nice little right hand, short right hand for Weidman.
And a big elbow inside. They landed a shot that hurts Munoz out.
He rocks him on the ground. He is out. They're going to stop this fight.
Chris Weidman with a huge knockout of Mark Munoz. And Weidman pointing to the elbow. That was the beginning of the end.
He rocked him as he came in, John. Munoz, this is what happened. He got too aggressive. He got caught as he came in. It looked like it was a short elbow from Weidman. Look at his big shot from Munoz. He missed it. Look at that.
Right
Are
on
you
the grill.
kidding me?
Right on the grill, and then Mark Munoz absorbing a whole lot of strikes, perhaps surprising the stoppage didn't come a little bit earlier there.
Right elbow. Anyone who says elbows just cut, we just saw one that knocks people out. Chris Weidman showing he can wrestle and he can strike.
And Munoz attempted to cover up, but Weidman, great accuracy down the stretch. And talk about making a statement. Your first taste of a UFC main event. How about Chris Weidman?
And look how he throws this, John. He doesn't even put a lot into it. Just as Mark Munoz is coming in, he timed him perfectly, and on the ground, he just took advantage of it. Just huge shots on the ground, and here it is. Look how he comes in. Boom! Just timed it, and he slips the punch at the same time, John.
The timing was beautiful. We talked about him being a couple steps ahead of Mark Munoz all night long, and exactly what Munoz was going to do. He lands the elbow there and gets his first UFC knockout, a couple submissions earlier. Man.